Hi guys, it's me again, Tahili, and thank you for being here today. And it's that time again, Thought for Tuesday. And my thought for Tuesday is on uplifting, on upliftment, and my focus is on how we can use the opportunity that we have now in these very uncertain times to lift people up. So, the elephant in the room is the pandemic, and we're aware of that. And just 2 days ago, a friend of mine was sharing a story of someone that she knew quite well, that she went to school with, and the woman seemed that she had everything going for her. She had a great life, children, a family, great career, all the things that we perceive as a success, right? And yet, in the midst of all of that, um, this person took her own life, and now her family is left confused as to why. And the thing is, we all hide behind these facades. Um, we walk around, not necessarily pretending, but playing a role and acting that we are stronger than we actually are, because so many of us, we feel that we have to wear this cloak around us, that we're strong and we're powerful and we have it together and we have all the successes that, well, what people consider success in life. But really and truly, we're all trying to channel into something great, and we all feel lost sometimes. And sometimes some of us don't feel like there's a trusted space or place that, or person that we can go to, that we can just be vulnerable and say, listen, gosh, I'm really down and I need help. And when my friend shared that story with me, it reminded me to an earlier time of my own this year when I felt similar. I was having a lot of challenging experiences, and as tough as it is to come on camera and admit this, where everyone can see it and view it and hear this, I too also considered suicide. You see how I said that? I actually whispered the word suicide. It's like a dirty word, right? Um, and why? And people were like, but why? With the few people that I told, they were like, why? And it was because I felt so alone. I felt so alone, and I was going through a lot of things at the same time. I was having some issues with family. I was having issues in my love life. I was recovering from something major that had happened to me a few months prior. Um, I was having some difficulties with someone close who I consider to be a very close friend, and we grew apart, and it was very challenging. And there were so many things going on. There were so many dynamics, and I felt alone, and I felt unloved, and the pain was raw and very real. And I felt that the best thing to do was to end it. Um, you know what saved me? I had a bill to pay, and I don't like owing. And I was like, I can't do this today because whatever. But it might sound very frivolous, whatever. But that saved me. And then when I checked, but then I took stock of where I was, and then after I started using the resources that were around me. And first thing I did is I went online, because I knew my emotional health was the issue, not my mental health. It was emotionally. I was so overwhelmed by everything that was happening around me that I felt that was the only choice. And I went to see some of the things that they suggested you do or don't do during a time when you do feel happy, but you do have those thoughts. And that started to pull me back. The second thing that I did is that even though I was in contact with one or two people on a daily basis, I still didn't feel like I could confide that into them. And I did then, and I told them what was happening. And they were like, but you could have called me. Yeah, I could have. But when you're experiencing something like that, you honestly don't feel like there's anyone who can really connect with you. Where does upliftment fit into all of this? My friends, I want to encourage you and remind you, your words, what you say to people, your tone of voice, what you put in a text message, what you put on social media, it matters. There's somebody who is relying on you without your being aware of it, without their own selves being aware of it, that just wants to hear something positive and uplifting. And all you could do today, or for that person, is just be like, send them a text and say, hey, how are you doing? I thought about you today. You're on my mind, and I just want to remind you, you have a beautiful smile. Anything, something simple. It doesn't matter what it is. Take the moment, guys. Take the moment, my friends, to lift up the people around you. You have no idea how that can make such a huge difference in people's lives. And I can tell you from my personal perspective, um, there are some people I am a lot closer to coming out of this, because even though I was isolating myself unintentionally and getting closer and closer and closer into this, going back into the womb basically, there were some people who would not allow me, to do that, and they continued, drew me out, and they didn't take offense to what was they assumed was me withdrawing. They recognized that, wow, she's in a place of healing, and I could do more to uplift her. And I want to leave you on that note. Be mindful of how you can uplift the people in your life, whether it's a friend, a sister, your husband, your wife, your children. They're around you all the time. But listen, so there are some things that we just don't know how to share, or we feel too ashamed to share. And for me today, it's talking to you about upliftment in a very personal way, in a way that really, really, really um, impacted me in my own personal life. And I just wanted to share that with you. So that's it. That's my thought for Tuesday. Guys, continue to be uplifting. Continue to lift the spirits of people around you. We have a choice. We can choose to be kind, or we can choose to be right. And I want to ask you, what are you willing to be today? Do you wish to be kind, or do you wish to be right? It's your choice regardless, That's our freedom in life. We all have choices. But what is going to give you more? What is going to make you feel more empowered? And I want to leave you on that note. And I want to thank you so much for hearing me out and lending me your ear and your eyes. And I hope this touches at least one person. That's it. That's my thought for Tuesday. Thank you so very much. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Namaste. Peace out. Love and light to you all. Happy Tuesday.